Video, we're going to look at the next selections, which are really about selecting color mainly, and we would need images to show you how these work. So if you're using Photoshop 2020, there's a brand new tool which we'll get into, and this is called the Object Selection Tool. So first, to be able to use this tool, I need an image. I'm going to open up an image and on my desktop here, and I will place this in our Google. I can place this into our Google Classroom, and it's going to be this elephant. Okay, so by the way, to zoom in, it's Command plus and Command minus to zoom out. And watch this. This tool here is brand new to Photoshop 2020. It's called the Object Selection Tool. And what it is, it's a smart selection tool. It knows what you're going to want to select. So you just draw a rectangle around what you want to select. So let's say I wanted to select this elephant. I'm going to drag this around and let go. And look what it has just done. It has found the contour of this elephant. It's done a really good job. It looks like it just missed a little spot here by his toenail, and looks good here. Now it also missed just a little bit of the tail, and I feel like it could just work a little bit better in the background here. But this is a great start, and from here I can just finish the selection by probably just going over to my Lasso tool, and I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to find the spots where it missed. So right here, this should be subtracted. So remember, if I hold down Option, I can subtract this little portion here. See? And I want to add to this selection, to add this toe. So I'm going to hold Shift for adding, and I'm just going to draw a circle. It doesn't matter how far in this I go. And I've added that. I could just add a little bit more of the trunk here if I want to. Over here, I'm going to finish up. I'm going to hold Option to subtract away the background a little bit. Here's tail. And I will add this by holding Shift and adding. Okay. And now, I'll zoom out. I have a perfectly cut elephant. I could paste it. And look at that. So that was a very good cut, and it was all mainly done with this object selection tool. Let's look at a different selection. Command Z is to undo multiple times. It's Command ZZZ or Control ZZZ on a PC. Let's get rid of this selection. Let's look at something else. This is a great tool as well. This is the Quick Selection tool. And what this does, it's also a smart selection tool. It looks like a brush shape, a little circular brush shape. And all you're going to do is hold it down, and you're going to brush a selection. See this? Look how I'm holding it down and I'm brushing a selection inside, making sure I'm staying inside the elephant. If I come up here, I'm going to start to select the background. I'll zoom in, and I'm going to come down here, but it's very smart. You can also click with it. Now sometimes it can get a little bit, it can select extra stuff, and we'll have to look at that to fix that. And this tail is actually very, very narrow, and this brush is very wide. So on our keyboard, there's these brackets next to the P key on your keyboard, and I can bracket left or bracket right to raise or lower my size. So I'm going to bracket down. This is the bracket key next to the P key on your keyboard. And you can see I can use this to help me find some smaller parts that I need to select, like the trunk here. So there. And you can see it's a good tool. However, it does have some problems. Like here, you can see the background kind of is the same color as the trunk, and it wound up finding that. So, and that's where we can clean up with my Lasso tool. So I'm going to come over to my Lasso tool, and I know I need to subtract, so I'm going to hold Option, or Alt to subtract and just scoop that up. I'm going to scoop this up, subtract that. Looks like I want to add just a little bit here. I'm going to hold Shift to add. Okay, oh, and right here I'm going to subtract. So if I hold down Option, and I'll just quickly kind of roll through here, and I'll subtract that region. All right, and if I cut it out, that's Command X to cut, Command V to paste. You can see I have a selection as well that worked out well. All right, let's look at the last selection tool in this bunch here, and it's the magic wand. And this is a great tool as well. It's been in Photoshop for many years, from the very beginning. And if I select the magic wand, what it does is it selects color. So if I wanted to select, let's just say, the sky, I can click with it, and it's going to find all the color that looks like that color. I'm going to choose a different image for this though, and this can be found on our Google Classroom as well. It's this beach picture. I'm going to open it up, and I'll just zoom in, Command plus. Okay, so the magic wand can select color. So if I want to select this beach here, the sand, I'll click with it, and you can see that it's starting to find a lot of the color here. And remember, same rules apply. I can hold Shift to click on what it missed, so it's just missing some of these maybe darker tones. And it's very hard to get them. You can see I'm trying to click them, but it's not finding them. I'll get this though. So I can do a few things. One, I could come over to my lasso and hold Shift and just scoop up everything that it missed, these little spots. You know, the sand is very speckled and it has a lot of different colors in it that the lasso that the magic wand just couldn't find. Or there's another thing you can do. So I can also, with the magic wand, there's something called tolerance. And the tolerance is 32. So when I click on this sand, it's trying to find 32 colors that look like the pixel that I selected. And it's finding a lot in the sand, 32 colors that closely match to where I selected, but it just didn't find these, which are maybe darker or maybe lighter spots in the sand that are outside of the region of the tolerance. So I could raise up the tolerance. I can say, find me 70 colors that look like where I've just selected. And when I try it again, notice now it has found a lot more of the sand particles that look like the spot that I selected. And perfect. From there, I can just scoop up the rest, which is very easy, and done. So I can just cut that out, right? And you can see how my selection worked. Same thing, if I selected the sky up here, let me go back to 32 again. I'm just going to click on the sky. Notice when I clicked it here, it's finding 32 colors that look like it, and it gets to about here, but I can hold Shift, and I can keep clicking until maybe get these clouds. I'm going to click, click, click with this magic wand. Whoops. There we go. And you can see now I have selected the full sky. The water might be a little different because there's a lot of different colors. You can see there's some browns, there's some greens, there's blues and whites. So the magic wand probably wouldn't be the best selection tool for this. However, maybe the quick selection tool would work well. So that was the second one here. And let's see if I paint the selection as I go through. And you can see it is finding it. It's smart enough to know, and I bet it'll be smart enough to know not to dip into the sand here. And it's actually done a very good job. So this is where I was saying, knowing what selection to use and what situation is very important because it could save you time. And we all like saving time. So these are the smart selection tools, these three that we just talked about. In the next video, we'll move on to some different ones. Good luck and give this a try.